Alright, and welcome back to another cast by me, Fish, watching the Zerg player from Team Insane. We have iMk Sigma. Yay! Opening as the Zerg player on the top right corner. In the bottom left corner, we have the Terran player, Bstx. Bstx. Nope, I can't guess what I can stand for, but that's cool. Alright, in the bottom left corner, we have the blue Terran. And let's see, we have a TVZ here. Always excited to see a TVZ. You always see the greatest games of all the pro players. It's always usually a TVZ. Always, usually. Yeah, I'm just going to go with it. And first thing we're going to see from the Terran player is Bstx is going to go with a wall off, which is a smart choice against Zerg. Always a smart choice. While the Zerg player looks like not electing to go straight for his second base, but instead going to scout around. It's an interesting choice. Look, he's going to go to the bottom right corner. He's not going to see him, but he does have him on the move command. He's going to go find him at the second spot, while his overlord is going to go on top left corner. Let's see it. I always think this is a very Zerg favored map because it's such a large map and so much area that a Zerg can cover. Especially when he has a bunch of if the Zerg player keeps their creep spread like on point, they can take over this map easy. There we go. All this space. So much space. Now there's always some spots where the Terran can always, well, depending if they go mech or have a great number of siege tanks, they could bottle up the Zerg right here, or any of these spots right here. Here, yeah. A lot of different spots the Terran can go. If they can go all around, this is where the Terran player can also drop anywhere. Over here. Over here. Over here. Yeah, any spot you can find. Also great for the Mutalisk as well. So it looks like the Terran player is not going to go for the natural, so it doesn't look like anyone's going to start cheesing in this game. Looks like it's fairly standard. I'm not exactly sure what each team is going for. I mean, each player is going for, since I'm pretty much a Bronze League caster, so forgive me for sucking so bad about on this. I noticed that you didn't have any games casted here, so I figured I'd throw my hat into the ring. Looks like the drone has finally found the Terran player and is going to just be a little annoying little fucker. And just dips. Looks like both bases are finished in the natural for each player. No aggression going on, but of course it is only 4 minutes into the game. Let's see a couple Zerglings in production. Just to see, probably just to poke around. Maybe a little bit of protection against maybe certain SCV that's going to poke around. And the Zerglings are just going to poke around until he finally falls apart and explodes. Oh, maybe not. Well, it looks like he's going to see absolutely everything. So he's going to know pretty much what's going on. Well, he doesn't have any gas, so he knows there's not any speed coming. Well, the Zerg player pretty much saw everything before, too. Of course, he doesn't see the factory on the way, but he sees what's important now. And it looks like it's just going with production. And I'm assuming, let's see if he gets a star part and goes for a 1-1-1, but I'm not entirely sure. He's only got one gas. Well, looks like he might switch into Hellions. He's got the reactor going. He lifted his factory, so I'm assuming he's going to go Hellion production. Let's see how heavy he goes. And lift. There we go. And the switch go straight into Hellion production, of course, from the Zerg player. Sigma, he's going for his gas now, which is 6.5 minutes into the game. I'm not exactly sure what he's planning. I was getting a whole bunch of gas. Looks like he totally forgot about gas, or he's got something else in mind. He's got a nice little wall off here, or Bstx, just repel any kind of small attack. Is this covered? I think it's covered. Oh, maybe not. It's covering now. That's cool. And it looks like... Oh. Ooh, this could be bad. Nice Zergling run by. I could just run right through that. And looks like he's got 2 more Hellions in production. Is he queued? Doesn't look like it's queued. Getting his stem in production, getting Marauders out. So it might look for a Hellion Marauder kind of mix. But he's getting his +1 attack. And it looks like Zerg is finally going to go Roach. Has just started his speed, which is going to be dangerous because all he has is Queens as defense. But they're pretty good defense so far. But if he gets enough Hellions, he could just go straight around him and do a whole bunch of damage. But so far, he's just been deflected right there, just scouting around for any third base that could possibly happen. But it doesn't look like that's going to happen anytime soon. But he looks like he just... that was a nice hold. Nice hold. Doesn't get in at all. Just 4 Zerglings, not even touched. that was pretty cool. I don't think that was intentional, but yeah, stuck on the move command, couldn't do anything at all. And looks like he's got the missile turret. I think he's worried about any kind of muteless switch there. But looks like he's sticking with the roaches, getting his melee attacks going on. So, not exactly sure what Zerg is up to. Looks like Terran has elected to stay a little bit more conservative, knowing that there's no third base. He's electing to stay on 2 bases as well. Doesn't look like he's fully saturated on his gas in his second base, so that's going to hinder some of his tech production. And looks like the Zerg player's Sigma is actually going to go out and poke, see what he can do over here. And he sees there's a nice little wall off right here. There's only 1 bunker here. He didn't see any siege tanks. I'm assuming he's got to assume there's no siege tanks since he didn't get blasted right over here. And this could be very dangerous for the Terran player here. There's a lot of roaches here that could take out a lot of this. He's got 2 Marauders just to protect some Widow Mines. He doesn't have anything to really protect this. Takes out one of the supply depots. And there's a lot of SCVs to be able to repair, but that Widow Mine did a lot of damage to all those roaches, and it looks like they're dwindling really fast against those Marauders. Marauder's still alive. He's still alive. How did he live after all that? Did he do any more damage? He took out some, he killed 8 workers out of that. Nice little, pickup, but not a good enough trade for losing about 12 roaches there. Yeah, I'd say about 12 roaches. But he does have 18 more roaches in production. Does he have this? I think he has the speed. Where's his roach? I don't know, it doesn't tell me. Units, where's the upgrade button? Nope, that's not it. Nope, nope. There it is. Nope, doesn't have it yet. So it looks like, even though he's going to remax here, well, I don't want to say remax, but refill up with roaches here with 16 Zerglings in production here. He can't just bust right through here. He's got 2 more medevacs to protect this. But does he have enough roaches to take it out? I think he does. Especially with the Zerglings in the backup. If he gets the Zerglings up here right now. But I think he's going to elect to get a nice little concave right here. But the Widow Mine can do some damage here. And that stim is doing a lot of work. The medevacs up there is just healing all day long and not doing enough damage. The DPS is not on par with all these Marines stemmed. And all of those roaches are just crushed, annihilated. These 1-1 Marines just putting them some work here. Now, these Zerglings don't have a chance against all of this right here. He better make some Banelings, maybe? Or at least 100 Zerglings in order to take care of this, because unless he gets an amazing surround on this, those Zerglings aren't going to do any damage at all, especially with these Widow Mines right here. Looks like the Overlord's taken out. A couple more Overlords are in danger of exploding here, which is going to center behind. All the Zerglings are right here, and A little bit of damage there, and oh, does a little bit of friendly fire out of that Widowmine there. And he's just staying off creep, which is a nice little thing. Is he getting a? He's not. He's getting an Ultraless Cavern right here. Ooh, nice little hit by the Widowmine, taking out a few Zerglings here. But it looks like the Terran has elected to retreat a little bit here. And the Zerg player has elected to attack, but it's not going to do a lot of damage here. I think he takes out 1 or 2 Marines out of that. Not a very good trade. He might have lost sight on his Zerglings. He started to follow him. A few Queen's just chilling. That's cool. These Widowmines can be very annoying. Takes out a Queen. Another one pretty low. He finally gets an Overseer to take care of this. What do you got? 3 kills, 2 kills, 9 kills. Not bad. Looks like in his force. He does have the 2-2 done. He might have the upgrade advantage. He does have the upgrade advantage over the Zerg player. They have 1 armor and 0 attack. I mean, the Zergling does have +2 melee attack, but he's not doing anything for the roaches at all. He's looks like he's just gonna go very melee heavy units. Oh, and the Queens are crushed. There's so many creep tumors here. They can be gone, lost. Oh my god, that's a lot of energy gone. Nice little last minute creep move. It looks like the Terran feels like he's got enough to take on what he has, but the Ultimates come out just in time, doing a shit ton of damage, and also coming from behind. It's just this amazing little sandwich right here. Just destroys everything the Terran has, and the Terran has to run away as fast as possible before he loses absolutely everything. The Zergs are just fast enough to actually just pick apart whatever he has left down here. And Bstx is now a little behind. He has his 3rd base up with 2 bunkers, nobody inside, but nice little protection there. The Medevacs are still alive, nothing that can really shoot up yet. Well, I'm totally missing out on the macro portion of this match here. The Zerg player has now taken a 4th and has his 3rd fully in production. And the Terran does have as well. Well, they're doing all mining on every base so far, but they are running a little bit on their mains. So good move on each player for spreading out a little bit more. Let's see, what has he got? Maybe he was taken up for the Ultraless all along. I mean, 17 minutes, it's not too bad. I mean, we're heading into late game now. As soon as this Chitin is playing right there, those Ultraless are going to be killing it. Of course, until he has 3-3, which are going to be in... +3 attack is now done. And it looks like he's just going to move around and just see if he can do any damage. But he has all of these... Nobody in it. He's going to take out his 5th base. Excuse me. He does cancel it in time, so he's not really losing anything except for those 75 minerals and a little bit of time on that. But he is coming back into the 3rd base to see if he can do a little bit of damage. He doesn't get a drone. I don't think he... no, I don't think he kills a single drone out of that. Maybe 1. He got 1 worker out of it. Probably that canceled right there. And he's got +2, +2, and that is almost complete, which is going to bump you up to +4 for the Ultralist, which is huge. That is a lot of Zerglings and a lot of Ultralists for what the Terran player has. He has only 1 Thor and a few, he's got 6 Romans? Not bad. He's finally making some Banshees take care of the non-anti-air units that the Zerg player has. He's elected to go straight for the 3rd base, which is a great move because he has no defense there. And it looks like he's... Oh, it's a big attack right here, and it's great. Not any good concave. Nice little... But all the bio units are stuck together, and the Ultralists are just cleaving away at him. And the 3rd base has been destroyed, and there's going to be no more money from there, obviously. But he has moved over here, but that's not quite complete yet. But now he's stuck on basically, well, 1 mining base. There's barely any mining going on each of those bases. So unless the Terran player... Oh, and there he goes. Never mind. Yeah, unless he expands again, which he already has, he'd be in trouble. But it looks like he's going to be fine right now. And does he actually know anything about it? He doesn't, which he should probably start looking around a little more. He's getting his Greater Spire going, but he better be careful. He may lose it, but it looks like all of these units are going to be annihilated out of these Zerglings and Mutalisks. I mean, the Ultralisks, but he does lose the one Ultralisk, which is kind of a big loss. He's aiming that down. Thor is gone. And that Banshee's the only thing that's left. Does he have a Queen? Anything? Any anti-air nearby? He really doesn't. The Thor is on the move command and is gone and lost for free, not doing any damage at all. And he is healing the Greater Spire, but he's not attacking the Banshee right now. And he doesn't even have... Oh, he's gotten some Mutalisks coming out. And 3 more Corruptors. But he doesn't have any... So, there it is. Overseer is out and the Banshees are gone. And including these 2 that are probably going straight for the Greater Spire, but didn't do much damage at all, getting crushed. I think he sent all his units over here on a queued him up over there, and he's gonna lose another Thor for free. Oh, that is a huge loss. I think he's lost 3 Thors now. 3 Thors he could have with his army right now are just gone. Just gone. And he doesn't have much of a force. The Zerg player doesn't have much of a force, only having a few Zerglings, a few Mutalisks, Corruptors, and 4 Roaches. And losing nearly all of his Mutalisks from those Marines is not enough damage because those 3/3 Marines are just putting a lot of work with those medevacs, just healing him from above. And those Corruptors are going to get just not a very good trade overall from really either player. Just throwing away units. Zerg does have the chance. I mean, they have better macro ability with just remaxing all of their units, while Terrans could just kind of make them one at a time out of his bases there. But it does look like he's electing to go a bio option. Not really much any siege tanks at all, just pure bio. He doesn't have a lot of medevacs, so he's stimming, but he's not healing any of his units, so he's going to lose them a lot quicker. Zergling's trying to get rushed in there, but the 3/3 just can't compete with that. And he does take out another base. He's on 1 mining base now. I mean, she's got a few more minerals in his natural, but he's basically on 1 mining base. And those Broodlords, oh my god, he gets right underneath it. He's going to lose so many expensive units. But they were already in such low health. Those Marines and Marauders are just taken care of very quickly. And the Greater Spire barely survives with 127 health. And he's making some more 4 more Broodlords, 18 more Zerglings. He's got a couple of Overlords coming out as well. He's got a nice little army here that can do a lot of damage against this planetary fortress. Let's see, he's got 2 mining bases now. Does he really have an army? What does Terran have? He has 7 Marauders and 18 Marines and a Raven. 2 Ravens. Oh my god. Oh, it's a complete bloodbath. Oh my god. Okay, it looks like the Zerg players come in and try and take out some of this. Oh, I'm losing Ultras right there. Didn't do much damage at all. Took care of a few of those SCVs, but not a very good trade over that. He does need to get some medevacs. He's not making any more. He's making Ravens now. That's an interesting switch. I think he's going to use those Seeker missiles to take care of some of this, or maybe even those point defense drones against these Broodlords. I'd go with point defense drones against Broodlords, but the Zerg player Sigma is making 6 more Ultralisks to take care of the ground army he has there. Have those Broodlords and those Ultralisks are just do an amazing amount of damage against this force right here. Of course, he can't take the Ravens at all with any of his force. I don't think it really has any anti-air. But it doesn't really matter because he's not making any Banshees or Vikings or anything at all. He's just going in with his bio force. He's just going in over and over again with his little force. He's overstimming his units, so he's going to be gone like real quick from these Broodlords. And he is trying to take out this base, but I don't think he's going to get it in time. he's just attacking those broodlings that are coming out. Those mines do a little bit of damage, taking out, I think, maybe one broodlord, but... Oh, he does take out the base just in time before he uses all of his units, which is a pretty big loss. Maybe not as big of a loss as he hopes. He does have this mining base right here, and as well as this one over here. I think they call them the 4th and the 5th. These Ultralists are coming back out here, and Terran player doesn't really have much. He's just mining away, but he's not really producing anything else. He's making a bunch of Marines and yeah, he's just purely making Marines now. He's needing 12 Marines at a time, 2 more Vikings to take care of the Broodlords, but it's maybe a little bit too late. The time is now for Sigma to attack. And if he does not attack, he's not going to get anything done right here because the Vikings are going to come out. He has no anti-air in this army at all. And he's not paying attention right there. He's going to do a little bit of damage here. Oh, gets out just in time. Oh, and the Wooden Mine's going to get a nice hit here. Bam, nice hit. But of course he loses a bunch of Marines and Monarchs right over here while the Broodlords are making some damage. He's gotten a nice little sweet spot right over here, taking out both that base and the one below it. And, oh, lifts it up and just, he has no Corruptors or Mulas. Yeah, he can just float all day long, no damage to that. But he is taking care of the refineries that are over here. He's got Marines coming in, and he can take care of these Broodlords if he gets near them. He does have the Corruptors out now. Completely missed that. 7 more Mulas on the way, 2 more Vikings on the way for the Terran player. And those Ultralists are doing a little bit of damage right there. He's stimming a little bit right there, but he's got no Bstx to help it out. But Ultralists are finally gone, but he's got like 2 Marines, and no damage is done really to the Broodlords at all. The Corruptors are taking care of those Ravens, but the Seeker missiles are doing a little bit of damage. In those Wooden Mines, he runs straight into them. He loses a couple more Broodlords. Vikings are falling down. He's got 2 more that's in full health and 1 more that's got 15 health. Probably 1 more hit gone. Broodlords are in some serious damage right here. He just needs 1 more hit on that Broodlord and he's gone. Speaking of which, the Corruptors have pretty low health as well. Looks like he's going to elect and try to take out these bases as well, but he needs to take care of this one with his Broodlords sooner or later, but I don't think he even knows that that's over here. And doesn't get the mules off, so it looks like that one is going down. This one's going to be left alone with this scared as shit SCV over here. That poor bastard. It looks like throughout most of this game, he's got Widow Mines being annoying as fuck, but nice hit, getting 2 more drones out of that. Not a lot of harassing other than that, taking out 1 base at a time. But he still has this base over here, and this base almost gone. Could probably elect to go over here. And looks like the Terran base is losing another one. So it looks like he's going to just start muling from here. And Bstx needs to be careful, otherwise he's going to lose this base right here. This is basically his only real mining base. Of course, he's got mules over here, but he has no reliable income after the mules have gone. Let's see, does he... Oh, I guess he lifted that building to actually move it over here or over here. He's got bunch of SCVs. Oh, he finally moves them. Probably moving them over here, which is always a good idea. Finally getting some gas, because since he is broke when it comes to gas, all he has is Marines to be able to make, maybe some Vikings as well. While the Zerg player can make whatever the fuck he wants. He's got nice, he used to have a nice bank. He did have about 2,000 minerals of gas. And looks like he is going to scout around to see if there's any bases over here. Looks like he didn't find any. He makes 2 more bases to the left side because he can. 15 kills, not bad. And looks like I gotta give it to Bstx. He has been pushing. He's been aggressive where he can. Unfortunately, it hasn't always been effective, but it has a shit ton of Widow Mines. Can do a lot of damage if the Zerg is not careful. And looks like the Bioforce is being taken care of. As long as he stays on the screen, he should be fine, but he's getting a nice little surround from the Zerglings, but trying to bait him in with those Widow Mines, but he's not falling for it. But there's a lot of Widow Mines over here, so many. Oh, he's going to run right into him. He's going to lose everything. I don't say everything. He loses a lot. Loses almost his entire army out of that. He's got Broodlords, but some Marines are coming up from behind. A nice little parade coming from behind as well. It's just too many Vikings. He doesn't have any Corruptors. He's got 4 more Corruptors along the way, but that's not enough against all these Vikings. And it looks like Sigma has given up after all of that. He's got more bases coming up on the left side, but apparently he felt as such that he could not attack any longer, but I feel like he could have done some more. I mean, he still has a nice little mining base over here. A little bit over here. At least he could have counterattacked somewhere. He was too worried about all these Vikings. Well, it was a nice game by Bstx. He came back. I don't know if he... Well, I guess he came back. I mean, he stayed aggressive. He kept going with it. And as plat players, I thought it was a pretty good game. Going to the late game. Congratulations to the Terran player. And also, I'd like to say this is my second cast I've ever done. Pretty much. So, please forgive me for all the weird pauses and confusion of anything. So please give me some constructive feedback. Tell me how bad I did. Tell me where I can learn. And thanks for submitting your replay to reddit.com or cast it. This is pretty much where I'm getting all of my games. And just message me on YouTube if you feel like I did a good job or I suck terribly and I should go kill myself. Thank you and have a great day.